Hey, what's up, guys? Gangster Jeweler here. So today we are going to be working on a necklace that's actually a silver necklace, and it's a box link. Now, unfortunately, box links. So there's three necklaces that are kind of hard to hide the welds. Those three are going to be Franco, Herringbone, and then box link is going to be one of them. But with box link, what I recommend doing, and it minimizes it, makes it very not as noticeable, is where the link is, you're going to want to try to just weld those two links. But I recommend using paste solder and not actual solder, because you put actual solder, you end up with like a blob there, and it's very noticeable. So if you can get paste solder in there, a little bit of paste solder, and just get those two links to seize together, and then it looks 100 times better. So what we're going to go ahead and do, and we're going to be using a 4-tip on our torch for this. But let's go ahead and boric acid denatured alcohol this thing. Get that done. Now let's go ahead and light her up. Well, maybe my torch will light up. There we go. We're not going to need a bunch of heat for this repair, but we're just going to burn that off. Let that burn off. Alright, now we're going to grab a little bit of paste silver solder, just a smudge. Not a whole lot, just a very, very little. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in here. And we're going to put it just on the tip. Very little, just on the tip there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab us some tweezers. And we're going to put those two links together like that, and we want them to be flat if we can. As flat as we can make it. Let's see, hold on, I'm going to have to readjust here a little bit. And you want to get them as flat as you can, because otherwise it's going to stick up once it's welded together. So you want to get it as flat as you possibly can. As close to flat and even as you possibly can. Alright, now what we're going to do, so we're going to use just a very small flame. And we're going to try to get just those two links to solder together. Well, link moved on me. Sure did, bitch moved on me. All right. Now you see our two links right there. Right there. Alright, I think we are soldered together, guys. So let me zoom you guys back out here. Let me pull this off for a second. Okay, see, now we're gonna have to tap a little bit, but you see, instead of having that blob, having a huge blob to where it don't look good, you see, it's soldered together, it's nice and tight, and that sucker ain't going anywhere. But what we do need to do is take our rubber mallet, because you see the links are sticking up just a little bit, and tap that down. We're not going to hit hard. We're just going to tap lightly. Like that. Then we're going to kind of do the same thing on this side. Then we're going to do the same thing on this side one more time. Okay, let's do a little more tapping here. Alright guys, let's you tap that one side down just a little bit more. Alright. Now you're not always going to get it perfectly straight, but you can see how that looks a little more uniform. We still need to tap on this side though a little bit. Hold on. Still need to do a little more tapping. Hooked onto one of my things. Alright, that is about as close as you're going to get. Now it's a little, like I said, it's a little off. But you see how it looks more uniform? And you don't have that huge blob of solder sitting right there. And from far away, it's kind of hard to tell. You can kind of tell right now because you can see where we welded. but it makes it look a lot better than having that big huge blob of solder sitting there. Hold on. Straighten this out a little bit more. I'd like for it to be a little straighter. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay, that's going to be about the straightest we get it. But you can see right there. And we can probably get that a little bit straighter here. A little more tapping on it. We need to do a little bit more tapping on it. There we go. So now that we got that even, can't even tell. So if you can't tell, right, see how it looks almost uniform? Right here is where we welded it, right here, these two links. And see, using paste solder, you can see that's a very strong hold, but it doesn't you don't have that big blob like you normally would, like you would normally see. So, and that makes it look a lot better than having that huge blob there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go drop this in ultrasound real quick, and then we'll come back and polish her up. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back with that chain. You can see we got our piece welded right there. And you see you don't have that blob there. Looks a lot more uniform. So what we're going to do is we're just going to head on over to the buffer. We're going to buff this up a little bit. We might buff the whole chain, maybe. I wouldn't really recommend it though, but I personally probably might. But like I said, I don't recommend it. We're going to start with the part where we welded first. just see if we can't go ahead and polish the rest of this chain up here. I don't really recommend you do put a small chain on a buffer unless you're experienced, because you can get yourself in some trouble in a hurry. You can get yourself in trouble in a hurry. Alright, now what we're going to do is kind of polish the ends here. And we're just going to do a quick run across. We're just going to kind of run across it in different sides, just very lightly. Don't push real hard. Just trying to kink up on me there. Alright, we're going to leave it at that. We don't want to buff on it too much. Give it a little bit of a shine. Looks a little dirty right now. It's got a lot of rouge on it, but let's go drop it in Ultrason and we'll come back and look at the finished product, guys. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back with that necklace. Hold on, I need to dry it off and my hands off a little bit more here. But we got it all fixed and clean, and I want to show you guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through here, and I want you to see if you guys can tell me where it was fixed at. Oh, it's getting out of focus. Why are you getting out of focus? There we go. Now see, don't that look so much better not having that big blob of solder on there? On these box link chains. I recommend doing it with paste solder. It makes it look so much better. Let me find the spot. So here's where we fixed it at, right there. You can see that just looks a lot better than having that big blob on there. But if you're doing a box link, I recommend you use paste solder. to just weld those two links together, because if we were to drop, let me see, let me find that piece. Just from past experience and all the years of doing it, if you drop a piece of solder on here, usually you end up with a blob, and then a lot of times you'll end up seizing these two links next to it, trying to get the solder to flow. But if you use paste solder, you can get just those two links to weld together and not have to worry about it, and it looks a lot better. So this is the Gangster Jeweler, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. If you would like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, the link for that will be down in the description, although it's not required. It just kind of helps the channel grow and show some love. But if you'd like for me to do your repairs, you can visit my Etsy shop. I'll have the link for that down in the description. I'll most likely make a video of me doing your repairs. And also check out my Kick stream. It's a reaction stream. I haven't been on it lately since I've been under the weather, but hopefully I'll be back to it pretty quick here. And other than that, guys, we are... Oh, and also my YouTube channel, YouTube Reaction, where all my live streams go pretty much. I'll have the link for that down in the description as well. But this is Gangster Jeweler, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I know I got some faithfuls out there. Shout out to Alex, man. Alex Alejandro, or whatever your last name is. I'll never say your name right, probably. But yeah, he's been rocking with me since the beginning. I think he might have been one of my first subscribers. But hey Alex, man, if I ever make it big on YouTube, man, I'm gonna keep you in mind, bro. I can't promise that I am, but hey, man, if I ever do, you know, I keep you in mind, man. But that's it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.